So this is Dragonfall Vale of Solitude area, and I think it's actually pretty cool looking. So kind of see flying sideways and or backwards, just to kind of show you around. Very cool. Nice area. Anyways, I think I'm going to this camp right here. No, I'm not. Going to that camp right there. And no, I'm not. One camp over. So let's go ahead and fly and see this. Hit Control Z and you kind of get rid of all of your UI, which gives you a clearer view of everything. You can see these, look at these little kind of NPC huts and stuff. It's actually, this area is not even, people don't even go here anymore because you don't need to. I mean, you could basically dungeon your way out of all of this, which is a shame because a lot of this area is beautiful in the game. And I don't know where my next quest is, so I have to kind of go back and see, but look at it. I mean, somebody went to school for a lot of years to be able to do this and make this as beautiful as it is. And I think they did a good job. I think they did a really good job. So that's this is Dragonfall. The Sky Leaves is what this area is called. Anyways, I have to read this report, which is somewhere in my bag. There it is. And then accept this new quest. I usually don't do these quest chains, these story quests. I usually just level through the dungeons. But this server is not as active for leveling as Fey Forest, which is really weird because the population here is much higher. So I still don't understand if it's just because it's late or what. But most gamers game late anyway, so I don't know what the hell's going on. In any case, beautiful area. Just wanted to record it a little bit, and
would advice be welcome?
And there's no better way of doing that than wasting time while you're questing, waiting for
memories endure.
Waiting for oh, this used to be a really heavily contested area, if I recall. In that there used to be these, when the grind was on, there was a shitload of NPCs that you were able to kill that would give you a huge amount of experience, but they were very easy to kill, and more importantly, they were very easy to gather. Ooh, I think this is actually this is actually a cutscene here coming up.
Feel the core's power.
Oh, never mind that. Eliminate these priests. Priest. Shit, they're not in close proximity to anything. This is why I stopped doing story quests, because they became a pain in the ass. A lot of running around. But again, beautiful areas. Beautiful areas, and let's see, how the hell do I get to, ooh, interesting. I'm just going to do a little bit of feign death, drop that NPC. Probably the best thing within the archer class that nobody else has is feign death. You can basically drop all your aggro. I think Mystics have something where they can drop aggro, maybe Priests do as well. But it doesn't have the same effect as the Feign Death, where you actually kind of fall on the ground and shit. Hey guys, I think I have to kill all you. My apologies. That's just way too easy anymore, man. Even these little guys used to be a pain in the ass. You know, you would kind of go into these fights going, okay, you got to prepare for it. Now it's just like, meh. Like, that was it? Yep, that was it. Did get some weapon shards there, which will happen much faster now that I have, that you're at the appropriate level. So just hitting random NPCs will sometimes you'll generate like 5 or 10 of them. And you're like, hey, that's nice. Let's see, even this small guy right here might give me one. Look at that. Just like I said, 2 of them. And then all of a sudden you'll hit something and you won't get anything. Or you get a bunch. Okay, this is Sky Garden, so here we go. This is my favorite dungeon of all time. Alright, I just texted these guys and see if they can... Cool. So we got Froggies, we got Revexia, we got Rarness, and then we got some guy, kind of Bukohin Rata. There's a lot of anime type of people that play this game. Because it's basically a Korean anime game. So here we go, we're kicking this archer because he decided not to show up, and then what we do is we actually recruit another guy, and that's usually something you do when you don't get somebody that shows up on time. And on top of it, we just realized that there are no tanks, which makes this dungeon kind of a pain in the ass. So hopefully we get a tank. In the meantime, I'm going to record the cutscene. Just trying my best to communicate with these guys. So here's the cutscene. That was it, but I mean, you can see how gorgeous this this dungeon is, and it's a progressive dungeon, like literally progresses as a function of steps as you're traveling up, and you actually get to fight these dragons that you're seeing right here. I just think it's amazing, and we got another archer. No tank. Now you're supposed to, you can shoot any one of these and it gives you a certain buff. In that case it gave me an MP buff, which is no big deal. You don't want that, you want the kind of attack one. There's a health buff and attack buff. And then you kill these center targets. And then in this particular case there will be a guy here. And we're just going to drop a bunch of stuff on him and he's just going to basically die. And again, these things used to be so tough to kill, but now they're kind of easy breezy lemon squeezy. But so that was first boss, and it wasn't really a boss, it's actually kind of these mini boss zones. And if you're a ninja or something like that, you can actually step through this gate. Maybe even the Mystic could have, and I think maybe the Mystic did, yep. So then I think the one that you want to hit as DPS is that one right there. So you will get a DPS buff for about a minute, and I don't even have Sniper's Eye on. And I'll let I don't know if there's an animation here as much as some really cool speak. So here we go, we just knock this crystal down and I'll shut up.
This is the first test. Can you overcome this?
Oh yeah, okay. So we got this bad boy, which is interesting. I haven't even hit. Oh, I need my nostrum, and luckily somebody else took the aggro. We're all ranged. None of us can do any aggro whatsoever. I actually used that kickback to get me out of the way. So there's nobody's going to be back critting. We're just going to be switching aggro back and forth. This is kind of a little bit of a nightmare because we don't have any tank, but it'll actually make this more enjoyable because you actually will see quite a bit more of the actual fight. Because people aren't going to be just tanking and spanking it as you would normally. So I'm going to try to get around it and then get at this.
Enrage.
This will happen. You're basically going to be running around it. It's understandable. There is no... me and Revexia are pretty close. I'm at 30%. She's at 20-something percent. Revexia is the same.
Can you make it here?
So... but again, you're never going to do the DPS that you need to do when you don't have a tank and it's not holding position and stuff. Oh look, you don't have to run through anymore. You can actually use your mounts. You used to have to kind of run through the whole place. Now this you kind of want to avoid, but I wonder if these guys are going to actually hit these guys. So you kind of have to quietly sneak by these guys. But let's see what happens. One of them did, two of them did, and this guy decided he does not give zero fucks. And did he pull them? I don't know. We'll see if they join us up here. Everybody's got their little Daffy Doos. And what's that mount? I don't even know. Well, here you go. Guy's got the puppy face or puppy head. Pretty funny. Not my favorite thing, but people enjoy it and kind of makes light of the game. It is, after all, a game. So I believe that this is... oh, there it goes. I don't remember what this fight is, to be honest with you. I think it was just killing these kings or whatever. So I'm going to get all my shards here, but I'm not going to bother... actually enchanting this or wearing it, because I want to continue and not bother these guys. Unless somebody else decides to do the same thing. at the end here, the last dragon has a key peddler, and if you kill the key peddler before he touches the dragon, you actually get a key that now you can sell, and that key
This
opens up
is the
an
second
additional
test.
test or boss
Can
fight
you overcome this?
up here where my arrow is. So let's see who this mad dog is. Oh yeah, he's fun. So he's
Enrage.
already after me, which is cool. Oh, I just front crit him for nothing. Which is alright. I'm enjoying just kind of not having a boss die by looking at him, so I'm actually gonna pick this up just for shits and giggles. But check this place out, man. Like,
Enrage
look
is
at the
ending.
detail that I'm gonna do this. The detail that somebody put into
Enrage
this.
is
Pretty
ending.
impressive, in my opinion. Most beautiful zone. Alright, let's see. Revexia's got aggro. I'm gonna take advantage of it. Healer actually has to do some healing and not just witnessing tanking and spanking.
Enrage.
Oh, maybe she's gonna do a cleanse. Let's see how good this mystic is. Not too long, about 4 seconds. Oh yeah, this guy picks up more ads, which is always interesting. Look at the distance this guy travels when there's no tank. It runs all over the
Enrage
place.
is ending.
So I don't know if these guys just kind of disappear if we have to kill them, and they just disappear, which is good, I guess, for the fight. I'm gonna keep it in this mode as we go through here. It's beautiful. This is definitely my favorite dungeon. I think I leveled this guy specifically so I could come back here and do this again with purpose, as opposed to doing it as a level 65. Just awesome. I think we killed the right 3 right off the bat. I mean, everybody's done these dungeons so many times when they've leveled their characters, so it's not even everybody has it memorized. I think this is another one here as well. There's that dragon. We're gonna end up fighting him. I think one of them, they perch up on these areas. Check them out flying around. I don't know what happened to the other guys. They're probably putting on their gear, which is alright. Good for them. I'll do it later. I figured I only got 1 or 2 runs of this before I level past it, so that's why I wanted to record it, and these guys are being cool enough to actually let me record it without kind of rushing through the entire place. Okay, we're all here. And this, we gotta basically knock this thing out. And that's it. It's pretty simple, but these are like just mini areas. It didn't used to be this way. I mean, I'm not saying it's worse by any stretch, but it definitely wasn't easy to just tear through these places. You actually had to even have some strategy. These meant something, you know, to get that mana buff or that health buff or that for a tank, or the damage buff for DPS. I mean, it kind of all meant something. Mana for the healers, DPS for the DPS, and health for the tank. That was the intent, and not necessarily saying that
This is the
you even
third
needed to do
test.
that beforehand, but that was the intention.
Can you overcome this?
It's kind of funny. I'm just running around. Everybody's just taking aggro for each other as soon as they back crit. I'll probably take the
Enrage.
aggro. Yep, I figured as much. I'm gonna see if I can front crit this guy. I did. Probably not a good idea. The sealer's not gonna be able to do too much about me taking damage.
Enrage is ending.
Oh.
Enrage
We're just
is
stealing
ending.
aggro from each other. It's pretty funny. I'm not trying to take aggro, to be honest with you. I'm trying to kind of enjoy the perspective of the fight a little bit. This guy's just bouncing around
Enrage.
between archers. And Sork. Maybe the Sork's taking some as well. Oop, gotta get out of that.
Do not disappoint me.
Oh yeah, it used to be these Salaran's earrings were super valuable, and people would freak out if you didn't if you got them and you already had them. It was something. It used to be worth a lot of gold on the trade broker, but now you level so fast that it doesn't matter. You level through all this great gear, but epic, or not epic, legendary gear, the yellow gear, used to be pretty hard to come by, and you'd have to do them many times in order to roll them. Looks like we're gonna scoop by this guy in time. Yep, I should drag them in because they're pretty interesting to fight. I'm gonna do it. They do give a lot of experience, so let's see. And they're not easy to kill. That's just why everybody avoided them. You know? Because they spawn new guys too, so you're... I don't know, maybe these guys are having fun too. Kind of doing stuff that you just haven't done in a while, you know what I mean? Because you're just so keyed on rushing through that you stop to literally smell the fucking roses in this game, which is just, to be honest, it's a beautiful game. If you spend the time to enjoy it, like we are right now in this particular run. But like I said, it won't happen again. I probably won't even get to do this this dungeon again. This guy's sitting over here playing with his balls. Maybe they set up some glyphs or something. I don't know why I ran a high elf for this archer. There was absolutely no advantage other than, I think at the time I had no idea what class was good for what, because I was just pretty much a noob at it, you know. This is my first character that I chose to get on when I was Ascension Valley, I think it was called at the time, and now it's called something else. Can't remember off the top of my head. But in any case, yeah, I played the archer, and I should have known it should have been a Kostanic for the back crit buff, or it should have been a Ellen or Elin or Ella, Ellen or whatever they're called, for their animation speeds, or Popori, which apparently is the best class for an archer. And there's some kind of good scientific research around it. Scientific meaning some guy actually did experiments to test like the animation speeds and the jump speeds and
This is the final
the
test.
kickback speeds or the kickback distances and things like that, and proved that the Popori was actually the. Look at this guy. Well, just tell me that guy isn't awesome. Look at him. Man, that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Mr. Dragon. I'm not gonna let you kill me, but I appreciate you. Go ahead, step in my trap just for fun. Ooh, maybe you will kill me. Picking up balls, having a good time. Look at that.
Great.
Lays down. Somebody shot him. Look at that. Goes in the ground. I remember that. It used to scare the shit out of me. Because it used to kill you. You know, it pops out underneath you, you'd be dead. Back in the days, we used to crawl uphill both ways.
Enrage is ending.
But no, we did. It was a lot harder. It was definitely a lot
Enrage
harder to
is
play
ending.
this game. This guy Rex, Vixia or whatever his name is, like, come on, man, somebody do something besides me. I'm just having a good time, bro. Don't hate me. I mean, I'm not even trying to pull aggro, and I really am. Okay, we're gonna feign death. Oh, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna go into these things and show you what these do. They put you into frickin' stupid mode, and you kind of go backwards. You get this debuff that used to last a while, but now they don't. Like, you'd go and you kind of lose control, and you move in opposite directions of where you're aiming. Used to be pretty annoying, because you sit there like that for 20 seconds or so.
Enrage
Which
is
would take
ending.
you out of the fight entirely, and this guy would bounce around in the and kick you back there and stuff like
Enrage
that.
is
So
ending.
it's no joke. But now even that's debuffed. Like, Tera really just. Oh, somebody got the key. Sweet. Oh, look at that! I never knew that, but I guess you get more and more of these pylons the longer the
Enrage.
boss fight takes, which we're obviously just having a good time. Everybody's kind of laughing at the fact that we're a bunch of range that are just switching around the aggro. I love it. I think it's great. I never even saw that for years. That dragon breath that he just did.
Actually enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it too, brother. Thanks for saying that. Wow, it was pretty nice, man. It was a pretty cool fight. Alright, so now we got the key. Someone got the key. So we come over here and we do the last one. Let's see who's got it. Yes! Good job. Sweet. So this is actually the last fight. And you get to kill this bastard, which is Lachnurus. I never actually knew what this guy's name was, but pretty damn cool. So here we go. Okay, let's see if he rages.
Enrage. Contagion 8.
Just bouncing him back and forth. It's hilarious. I'm just gonna hit him with some small shit for now, I want to see this fight a little bit. Okay, he's not happy about that. Not happy about that. Just trying to figure out what's what.
Enrage is ending.
I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm gonna kill you.
Enrage is ending.
I don't actually know if I hit him with that. Usually you get to hit their kind of 3D AoE or hitbox or hit cylinder or whatever the 3D perspective is. But now you can't with this guy because I guess he flies above all that.
Enrage.
Mind you, this guy has 15 million damage, which I guess is pretty reasonable. Not easy peasy lemon squeezy. Even though, I mean, it's virtually impossible to die anymore in these lower level dungeons. I could probably even solo this one because there's no many mechanics that you have to avoid.
Enrage is ending.
Vexy's like, come on, bro, help me out.
Enrage is ending.
Like, nah. I'm just gonna feign death again. Oh. See that dive that he does? He kind of just runs at you and dives. Oh, well, we got Secret Garden. And wow, I got more of a new type of shard. 2 different weapon shards in one dungeon. Now that is something else. 57, so I'll probably get, that's probably 58 weapon. Thank you all. Thank you all. Tera, Grudge. And that's it. That's the last boss, and that's Sky Garden. I'm about to get kicked out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyways, I don't know what zone I'm in, but probably need to get the hell out of here. Yep. I was flying somewhere, so I'm just going to stop the recording here and start loading it up.